Honestly, I like this one better than the Tank Davis fight. So let's talk about the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight that has been officially announced. What's my thoughts, initial reaction? What's the rules? Do you know the rules? Well, I have an idea of the rules and who do I think is going to win. But before that, let me go ahead and just thank my sponsor, Arena Plus, the Stakes to Sports. So for those who are interested to learn more about Arena Plus, please send me a message. And it's only available in the Philippines, unfortunately. So it might be people outside the Philippines watching this because this is an international topic. Nonetheless, it's a boxing topic, so we'll discuss about this. Let's go ahead and take a look first at the news. So at least you know it's true. So when you search Jake Paul, everyone's reporting this. If you can look at this, MMA Weekly, The Mirror US, BBC, Fox Sports, everyone's talking about the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. Even the Filipino news agency is actually reporting about this. So why are they talking about this? Well, it's Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, two of the biggest name in combat sports. Arguably for Jake Paul, but he is a celebrity. Whether you like him or not, he is getting some tickets, getting pay-per-view buys, and getting the attention of the boxing industry. So let's take a look at this real quick, and let me tell you why I feel that this shouldn't be allowed in the first place as a professional bout. So if you look at this, it is already on BoxRec. Again, Casilla Center, Miami. It is Jake Paul. 8 rounds heavyweight fight. Yes, it is a heavyweight fight. And it's not that Jake Paul hasn't fought in heavyweight. He did. But unfortunately, he fought a guy that is old. That's a grandpa. But let me just go ahead and charge this real quick. Okay. He fought a grandpa. That's Mike Tyson. Let me go ahead and show this to you first. So Jake Paul is 12-1 with 7 knockouts. He's only 28 years old. He's the problem child El Gallo. Puerto Rico and US. So here we go. Anthony Joshua. I'll later discuss to you about the rules or the size of the gloves. But it is already a professional fight. 8 rounds. Okay, so he last fought Julio Cesar Chavez at 200 pounds. That's cruiserweight. He fought Mike Tyson, 227 pounds, heavyweight. Mike Perry, Ryan Borland, Andre August. If you look at the opponents of Mike Tyson, aside from, of course, Julio Cesar Chavez, Mike Tyson, and Tommy Fury, the rest of the guys that Mike Tyson fought and defeated were MMA fighters or celebrities like Nate Robinson, the basketball player. So well, he finally defeated a boxer that is somehow well. Julio Cesar Chavez is not in his prime. That also not conditioned, but I think Anthony Joshua is going to be a lot different. So he fought and defeated Mike Tyson, of course, but he last lost to Tommy Fury. So now you know. Let's go ahead and take a look at Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, 28-4. He's 36 years old, by the way. This guy's 36 years old, and I thought he's retiring, but that's Jake Paul. That's money, right? So money speaks, and let me just share to you. I think why boxers fighting Jake Paul, and I think it's very obvious. It's about the money. So I don't think unfortunately, this is how boxing goes these days. Anyway, Jake Paul, Daniel Dubois, he lost here last 2024. It's 2025. Daniel Dubois, fifth round knockout. He defeated Francis Ngannou by a KO. And Otto Wallin back in 2023. In fact, Alexander Usyk, he lost to Alexander Usyk twice. So, what do I think about this fight? First, I think this is what you've been waiting for. You want to know about the rules. So, the bout will be a sanctioned fight, professional heavyweight bout contested over 8 3-minute rounds with a 10-ounce gloves. So, if you are, if you are a personality or a boxer that gets the views or gets the money, I guess you could kind of bend the rules a little bit. So here we are. What do I think about this? I feel that this fight shouldn't happen if it's gonna be a real professional, but they kind of bend the rule to 10 ounce. I believe it's supposed to be an 8 ounce gloves for professional fights. So mm, Anthony Joshua is too experienced. Anthony Joshua's skills uh, is, I think, a lot better than Jake Paul. Now, Anthony Joshua as well is a lot bigger than Jake Paul. If you look at the height discrepancy and the weight discrepancy, it's big, 6'6" and 6'1". Not just, I'm not saying that Jake Paul is small, but he fought Mike Tyson as heavyweight, but while Anthony Joshua is 36, it's not that old. I mean, we've seen boxers at 36 still competing at the highest level. Now, we must argue or we must accept that uh, Anthony Joshua may not be in his prime. I don't know where his headspace is if he truly want to still continue boxing. If what is his goal, but by the looks of it, it's all about the money right now for Anthony Joshua. And so I think I'm not sure really, but why would you fight a guy like Jake Paul? But this day, everyone wants to fight Jake Paul for the money, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, what we need to think about is that where is Anthony Joshua's mindset in this fight? Is he taking this lightly? Is he taking this seriously? Because I honestly think if Anthony Joshua takes this real seriously and trained as hard as he has been training throughout his career, then this is going to be a mismatch. Anthony Joshua, I think, while Jake Paul has power, don't get me wrong, and he has improved a lot. Um, uh, but I think the caveat or what we really need to learn about this is where is Anthony Joshua right now? Well, I mean, he just got one defeat from his last fight, or two defeats from the last six fight against the best in the heavyweights, Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois. So for me, it's going to be a mismatch if Anthony Joshua trains hard. However, if Anthony Joshua doesn't take this lightly, then Jake Paul might get the nod. And I have no doubt that there are already rumors that Jake Paul gonna win. He's going to get to the championship level. Yada yada yada. I mean, it's not that I don't believe he can do that, but it's just it looks impossible with the records and the kind of history and background of Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to believe that Jake Paul is gonna win against Anthony Joshua, and it's kind of going to be an embarrassment, really, for a guy of the caliber of Anthony Joshua to get defeated by Jake Paul. But Jake Paul does have that power, and if and that Anthony Joshua can get knocked out. But that's just for me. I think if both of them regret, even though at this age, think Anthony Joshua is gonna win this fight, assuming that Anthony Joshua trained. What do you guys think?